everybody, it's your friend Muhammad Talks here, and today we have got another video. Today is an extraordinary video, which is not a re-upload. So today we're going to be talking about the listening skill. Yeah, let's go. We're going to be doing 4 skills: listening and reading, inputs, writing, speaking, outputs. So listening, then speaking, then reading, then writing. You'll get the thing. If you guys want more of this, hit that like button. Subscribe for more videos. Okay, so how do I improve my listening? There are 4 tips that you are going to need to improve your listening. Number 1, what is listening? Listening is not just hearing words and letting them go out. Listening is listening with concentration. That's your first step. So when you listen with concentration, you're concentrated, you know what he means, and you just practice it. Practice listening all day, even all year maybe. And it may take you maybe 2 years, 3 to just understand the listening part. Because if you don't know how to listen, you don't know speaking, reading, or writing. If you know how to listen, you speaking, reading, writing will be better and easier. So what is our next tip? You may be wondering, okay, so I listen with concentration. That should be it, right? No. If you listen with concentration, but you can't listen all the time. You can't listen like 2 hours a day and then 2 hours a day again. The way you think, basically your mind, just takes one part of those 2 hours. And it's the part that you concentrated in most. Because if it sees difference, it takes the one that's better. It takes the 75%, not the 25%. You get what I mean? So, listen 1 hour or even 30 minutes a day, per day, 1 time a day. Don't put any cuts between your listening, because that will just put a big blabber blabber in your brain. It'll just let your ideas spread, but not in the way you want it to. Say for perhaps you're listening to an audiobook, and then you immediately switch up to a podcast. You won't get the podcast since you're already focused on the audiobook. So that's why you need to listen to precise things at precise times a day. Okay, so the third thing is the most important one out of all these 4, is that you want to listen. You have to want to listen, guys. You can't just be like, okay, let me listen with concentration. I gotta listen to a precise thing. Listening. Okay, I got the idea. If you do something and you don't want to do it, your brain will literally throw the information out, because it sees that there is no value for you. In your consciousness, there's no value to that. Like, you have to give it value. To give it love and to want to do it, you have to give it value. And you have to know its value to give it one. Number 4 is practice. Yeah, this is just the biggest one. Not bigger than the want to, but it's big. You have to practice listening each and every day, each and every month, year, for maybe even years. And once you practice only listening, listen to me very closely right here. And once you practice only listening, you will understand speaking, to-cheek, reading, of course, to-ching, and writing comes after reading. So, perfection, because listening is the most important one. Now, I will just give you a couple of recommendations for podcasts and maybe audiobooks. So, to listen to podcasts and audiobooks, you may want to take one that's 30 minutes long since you're a beginner and you want to learn English. Take one that's like 30 minutes long, 40 minutes long. I do make podcasts that are like 13 minutes long. They're easy. You'll find it on Spotify, Muhammad Talks, Easy Life, Self-Motivation, Childhoods. There's lots of them. Okay, so now I've done all these things. I practiced. Well, now you should know speaking. We'll talk about that in the next one. But for now, I'll see you guys next time. And hope you enjoyed this. See you next time. Bye. See ya.